Hello YouTube and welcome to a Starcraft II tutorial by Samjack58. This is my first tutorial for Starcraft II as I just recently purchased this game. And this is going to be my attempt at a cannon rush with 3 of my allies. As you can see, we're all Protoss. The blue Protoss is X-Kobo. The light blue Protoss is J-Rod. I am the red Protoss Samjack. Our enemies are computers, player 6, player 5, and player 4. We have a purple Zerg, yellow Terran, and orange Protoss. Now, the key to this rush is at 6 food to grab a probe and send them right to the enemy base. Usually, we all just picked one. I got stuck with Zerg. I believe J-Rod got the yellow Terran. That left Kobo to get the orange Protoss. Now, if you notice something real important, when you're doing this cannon rush, if it's against Zerg, the Zerg are actually going to have the upper hand because you can't build on the creep. And just realized that now, so I'm going to have to build a sort of a sentry wall out here. Remember, back at your base, keep chrono boosting, get all those probes in. All of us, just keep getting those probes. You're going to need them to harvest all these minerals to get these the cannons. Now, around 12 food, you should be getting your forge down. Should have 1 pylon that should hold you for now. If you notice, everyone's pretty much doing the same. J-Rod, Zobo, 1 pylon, getting their forges down. As you see, both computer and human, there's no real way to counter this except to send all those units to counter this. So as you see here, forge is just finishing up for all of us. And down go the cannons. Try to get them as close to the mineral lines as you can. You notice in production cab, we're keeping up with those probes and the photon cannons. So photon cannons going to the mineral lines. Computers still aren't going to do anything until they spawn. Chrono boosting. Keep up the supply of probes down at your bases. You're going to need these minerals. If you notice here, I can't build on the creep, however, I can lay just as many cannons around. You know, build out your pylons, get your energy to surround this base. Now, you'll notice here in a second, I can't hit the main hatchery, however, I can hit any units they send at me. There's a Zergling training, whereas J-Rod and Zobo, they're already halfway done just killing and slaughtering everyone. When they get to this point, there's really nothing you can do about a cannon rush, as they're just going to decimate your SCVs, they're going to decimate your probes. The only real defense is being Zerg. There goes that queen trying to defend against my mighty cannons. Yeah, the J-Rod's done, coming to help me out. If you notice, the range of the cannon is pretty much right here. The hive is far enough in from the creep that you can't be hit by cannons. However, overlords, you know, Vespin Geyser, that's going down. Really nothing you can do about this. If you notice here, Protoss is almost done. Terran's been completely eliminated. Zerg tried to get an overlord back there. You know, keep up the probes. When you think you've got them, or if it looks like the cannon rush may not work, commit to the cannon rush. If you don't do that, then it's probably going to not work. But when you're looking at that, just run back to your base around 20 food. Start getting some pylons, start getting some gateways up. Or, if you want to do a more direct approach, if you feel you've got them, just start setting up gateways here. Can't reach the hive by cannon, however we can wall them in. So start to get some gateways up. Spawn a couple zealots, march right in there. There's nothing they can do. Absolutely nothing they can do. Any units they send out will get completely decimated. There goes that queen. Now, although this was against a hard computer opponent, there's really, both in PvP, PvE, cannon rushes work both ways. You just got to make sure to watch for the counters. Some counters will be they'll send all their units against you right away. Usually send 1 or 2 probes to commit to this cannon rush. As you can see here, got a couple Zerglings in the way. Trying to build that extractor to get some gas. Another queen. Not gonna happen. There go the zealots. Zealots up. My gateway's done. There goes the zealots. I'm gonna quickly chrono boost out one of these zealots. As you see over here, they also got zealots on the way. Everyone else has been destroyed. They're getting zealots. You know, no upgrades coming out of there. Don't really worry about any of these upgrades. Cannons to gateway. Chrono boost out a couple of zealots. You should have more than enough energy. And notice this. Even with the scout, nothing. We kept them in their base their entire time except for that one overlord. So one thing to watch for when doing a cannon rush. Your probes get destroyed, your cannon rush fails. If it's Zerg you're going up against, they can get basically a couple Zerglings, and this base, when it started, was completely undefended. Completely undefended. But as you see here, stick to minerals, gateway, cybernetics core maybe for the warp gate. Completely decimate your opponent. So rule of thumb, probe at 7, march right in here, set up your pylon, get your forge, remember to chrono boost out probes, get back here, build about 2 to 3 cannons, keep those probes coming, get back here, expand to second pylon, get more cannons. If it's Zerg, you might want to start thinking about getting gateways. Anyone else, just expand straight into their mineral line, and you'll be perfect. This has been SamJack58 for Starcraft tutorial. Subscribe and comment down below.